On your side, this is 12 News at 4:30 on CW Richmond.
Right now at 4:30, a mad dash to get ahead of the storm as a mandatory evacuation order is issued for the entire South Carolina coast. Just in the last hour, Hurricane Florence was upgraded to a Category 4 as it barrels towards the East Coast this afternoon. To get you up to speed on the latest track, here's meteorologist Jim Duncan. Jim, how's it looking right now?
Well, it is a strong storm. It's coming up in a little bit, Brent.
All right, Jim, stay close. Just in the last hour, South Carolina's governor ordered mandatory evacuations for the entire South Carolina coast. That's in addition to evacuation orders for the Outer Banks. The Carolina coastline is right in the bullseye of Hurricane Florence. Both South and North Carolina's governors have asked for a federal disaster declaration ahead of the Category 4 hurricane. While the East Coast is bracing for Hurricane Florence, people in Alexandria are already dealing with flooding. Check this out right here. City crews distributing sandbags, 5 per residence. Sunday, high tide combined with torrential rain left streets submerged and buildings flooded. Crews shut down roadways and used boats to help get to those in need. This is especially unsettling as Hurricane Florence inches closer to the coast. Now, if it continues as forecasted, Florence could be the first Category 4 storm to hit the East Coast since 2004. You and your family's safety is our priority. The NBC 12 First Alert Weather Team is committed to bringing you the most updated info on Hurricane Florence as it approaches. Let's turn now to Hopewell, where police say a 22-year-old man is dead after a shooting outside of a restaurant. It happened around 1 a.m. Saturday at Cambro's Soul Food and Lounge, that's on East Broadway. We're told Trevon White was shot during an argument. He died early this morning. Right now, Henrico police searching for the driver who hit 2 cars, including a tractor trailer, and then just took off. This was the scene around midnight at the intersection of Impala Drive and Hilliard Road. Police say a Jeep ran a red light and hit the tractor trailer, spilling diesel fuel all over the road. Then police say that same Jeep struck another car. The good news here, no one was hurt. A Dallas police officer is out on bond days after she's accused of walking into the wrong apartment and shooting an unarmed man. Officer Amber Geiger was booked Sunday on manslaughter charges. But as Miguel Amaguer tells us, the family of the victim still has many unanswered questions.
Dallas police officer.
Back to you.
Miguel, thank you. Turning now to Chesterfield, where police are identifying the man killed after his car slammed into a light pole. Police say last night, 72-year-old William Perko was spotted at the traffic light when his car slowly rolled across the intersection and struck the pole. This was on the corner of West Huguenot and Cranebeck Roads. Perko died at the hospital. A crime alert out of Mechanicsville. Deputies say a man exposed himself inside of Walmart. Take a look at your screen. This happened Sunday at the store on Bell Creek Road. Deputies say that man was spotted driving a white RV that was towing a gray SUV. So if you recognize him, maybe you saw him, call Crime Stoppers at 780-1000. It was a big surprise for one Dinwiddie High School student at Friday night's football game. Take a look.
Here we go. I think we're ready to go now. We got you. Huh?
That's Traquan Valentine becoming honorary captain. To top it all off, Traquan was given the game-winning ball. Congrats, Traquan. Still to come, we're getting brand new videos showing the moments a blind man was allegedly shoved, then arrested by a police officer. And a puppy is rushed to the vet after becoming sick at a hotel. Now the puppy's owner is sharing his story to warn other pet owners to keep potentially harmful substances away from pets. We are getting a closer look at the aftermath of a blind man's arrest in Arizona following a scuffle with a police officer. Here you can see Marco Zepeda being handcuffed while face down on a bathroom floor. Now, back in June, he was stopped at a convenience store to use the restroom while his daughter waited outside. Well, Phoenix police admit the officer pushed Zepeda because he was approached while using the bathroom. Zepeda says he was feeling around for the urinal when suddenly he was shoved without warning. He says he pushed back because the cop never identified himself until after he was thrown to the ground.
He never did it.
Charges against the blind man were eventually dropped. Phoenix police have not directly commented about the body camera footage. However, last month they did say it's part of an open investigation. A puppy in Iowa is recovering after emergency treatment. The owner was able to get Kingsley to the vet just in time. Well, as it turns out, the pup was suffering from meth exposure. Alex Whitler has the details now at 4:30.
Plans.
Thank you, Alex. Now, Kingsley did not end up competing in the dog show, but his owner is just thankful he's okay.
This is NBC 12 First Alert Traffic.
Great advice there, Candace. Thank you. All right, a new report finds most teenagers have a smartphone and are glued to them all day. No real surprise there. But how teens feel about their constant social media use might surprise you. Nonprofit group Common Sense found 70% of teens are cruising social sites like Snapchat and Instagram multiple times a day. Now, that's up from just a third of teens in a 2012 study. Experts say that teens are also aware of the impact it's having on their lives.
They're more
Parents can help by creating device-free zones in the home, like at the dinner table. Only a few of the surveyed teens felt social media made them feel bad about themselves. The majority said it has a positive effect. All right, it may be surprising to learn, but cash is still king. Despite the rise in cryptocurrencies, mobile wallets, and other forms of online payments, there's no substitute for cash. Experts say coins and paper money are still alive and well. From 2008 to 2016, the volume of currency has increased 43%, and the frequency of using cash has remained unchanged in recent years. All right, this always seems to be up for debate, but is it better to buy or rent a home? Right now, real estate experts are offering some surprising advice. Chris Clackham has this consumer alert.
New research.
Go ahead and take a look at what's in prime time tonight right here on CW Richmond. Penn and Teller Fool Us is on at 8. Followed by back-to-back episodes of Whose Line Is It Anyway? All right, a huge congratulations to singer John Legend. With the Weekend Emmy win, John Legend is now the first African-American male to take home an Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and a Tony. Legend reached that status by winning a Creative Arts Emmy Award at Sunday's ceremony in Los Angeles. Prior to this weekend, it was an honor only 12 people have achieved. At 39 years old, Legend is one of the youngest to achieve this accomplishment. Way to go, John. All right, that's all the time we have at 4:30, but the news at 5 is minutes away on NBC. Make sure you tune in. Jim will have the latest on Florence. Have a great evening.